So my first initial impression of this spread is that today is a period of expansion, whereas yesterday there was a lot of contractive type energy. So, I mean, it's no surprise that we're constantly working our way through ups, downs, peaks, and valleys, so to speak. And that's really what this is about. Now, the first card is the energy that I'm working with, and this is the Two of Wands. Wands is associated with the element of fire, so this has to do with creativity, passion, and desire, and it also has to do with your level of confidence. And so in the Two of Wands, this is literally like going to the drawing board and starting over. This is about starting something that you're really passionate about, finding something that really makes you feel lit. And so I do think that this is appropriate because I have some projects that are going on that I'm kind of excited about. But also, I think that this touches on a much deeper subject, which is my son is going to be moving out within the next couple months. So I'm going to officially be an empty nester. And so the thought of not having him home and not thinking, well, what is he doing? What do I need to do for him? And even though he's 18 and he's going to be moving out, I think that that's something that a mother always deals with. And if I'm not doing that, then what am I going to do with myself? So for this past year, because I knew this was coming, I've been spending a lot of time thinking about life after he moves out. And so I've told my friends it's a really weird feeling. It's almost like when you graduate high school and you have this big open future ahead of you, you can kind of make it whatever you want. But also, it's kind of overwhelming. So I've been really putting the pieces together as far as that goes, and this really touches on that. But this really pushes on an emphasis to move forward in a way that I'm fulfilled, that I move forward in a way with something or a life that makes me feel lit, which, by the way, I love saying, lit in regards to the fire element cards. I mean, it's so appropriate because it's fire, but also, the passion and desire that it stirs within you. So the underlying energy is the Six of Wands, and this is the type of energy that doesn't stay with us very long. It's almost as if it's a natural, euphoric type high. This is you being on your game. This is you feeling confident. But what I like about this the most is like when you're within this space, you don't really let like the daily minutia or any toxic BS get to you. You literally like just brush it off your shoulder and let it go. It's kind of almost like, nothing can bother you when you're in this state, that you're at an ultimate high. Unfortunately, it doesn't last that long, and you have to come back to earth and deal with the daily minutia and BS. But it's nice to be in that space. So we move forward into the energy of the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, first of all, let me back up. So I've had court cards in my readings for the past 3 or 4 days. Court cards have double elements, and so the Knights, they are associated with the element of air. This is the Knight of Cups, so we have air, but also the emotional aspect that's associated with cups. My air, which is my brain chemistry, doesn't always align with my emotions, and sometimes when they're together, they don't harmonize well with each other. This type of energy comes into your life when maybe you're dealing with something that's a little tough, a situation that's uncomfortable, and the Knight of Cups comes in and says, hey, we could do this, and I'm here to basically support you, but also it lets you know that you can work through this and that you will be okay. So the overall energy, though, is the King of Swords. The kings are associated with the element of fire. King of Swords, brain chemistry, so this is all about air. So we have fire and air. So we have this explosive type of energy that we're dealing in regards to the King of Swords. The King of Swords is all about speaking the truth, but doing so in a way that they have, that's my cat Pretzel, that they have the bigger picture in mind, but also there's an aspect of healing that is associated with the way this individual or energy communicates when you're encompassing it. So this is about saying things that are difficult, saying things that are needed to be said, and doing so in order to make a better situation than what you're in. And it's not just for you, it's everybody involved. So I think that a huge message to take away from this, specifically for me, of course, is the energy in the Six of Wands, which really, I mean, it's all about being in the moment. And so that's a constant theme that I've been struggling with, is being present in the moment and being happy for what is, being still and comfortable and not spinning my wheels on the future or going back in the past and thinking about what happened. It's about being happy in the moment. And I think that overall, like, that's really what I want to take away from this reading, is just simply being present. So that's it.